You made it to lesson 5, kindergarten and first grade teachers. Nice job getting there. Hopefully you're enjoying this process of getting to know your curriculum a little bit more in depth and finally that application piece from all the learning that you've been doing, whether it's been face-to-face or through our synchronous or asynchronous learning. So let's do lesson 5, kindergarten and first grade, and we'll get to that final part of where you're going to be planning. So just thinking about your day 5, a lot of that integrate piece, what is the same, what is different, that's going to be the same for you as far as kindergarten and first grade. However, don't forget you also still have that you're looking at referring to that essential question. You've got your vocabulary piece. You've got the high frequency words from your word work that we're still working on. You'll notice that from your template that you're working from. That's at the very top. And then you also have your teacher's edition that you're working from your Unit 1, Week 1 that we've been referencing. So just being mindful that those pieces are there, they're identified, but we're going right into those newer pieces that's represented in the day 5. One other thing is how would you incorporate this into your instruction, thinking about showing your knowledge, asking your students to be able to show you what they know. One thing to be mindful of too, for kindergarten, you also have a shared read, which if I can, it's going to be that on page T58, and then also looking at this independent writing piece. For first grade, you're going to be looking at T60 for that essential question, responding to that. And then at the end, everyone has this closing the loop in their reading writing companion, and it's asking students to reflect on their knowledge and reflect on their learning and what I've learned. And there's a page prior to that of what do I already know, and then they're reflecting back on what is it that I've learned. And this is looking at setting those goals. We also have our learning intentions and success criteria, but it's good for students to start to develop those goals for themselves. And this allows you to be able to do that piece. So that's going to be something that's new. Thinking also there's going to be those integration pieces about making connections. And there's also that same piece in kindergarten as well that's represented on your lesson plan template. So one thing to be mindful of. So this is it. You're going to go ahead, use your teacher's edition, Unit 1, lessons 1 through 5. Remember, you have that big scope and sequence. Sorry, not a scope and sequence, the planner. And you're looking at just your lesson 5 right now. And remember, it does have that word work. It does have that essential question piece to go back to and revisit with your students. I just touched on some of those newer pieces. Remember, at kindergarten, you do have one text that you're referencing with the shared read on T58. And go ahead. This is your time to plan. This is the last piece of that. And be mindful that this is just the surface of planning. Hopefully, you're going more in depth in your teacher's edition, taking some anecdotal notes or some sticky notes to add or questions that you might have. But this was your time to be able to dive in and turn those pages and reflect for what is going to be best for your students and what good experience for them and as well for you. So hope you are well. Hope you enjoyed this. Again, my name is Leanne Fisher. Kindergarten and first grade is what we went over today. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help. Leanne.Fisher@canyonsdistrict.org. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.